Mr. Dreamer, my friend.
Hello there, how are you doing?
So you see this here war that has been going on for 10 years
Yeah,
since before I was not a protected player.
yeah.
They're now trying to take land, despite the fact that the war was declared when I was protected.
You were not protected anymore. As soon as you started defending Pictonia, you lost the protection.
I haven't done any protection of Pictonia.
Apparently you went to de-siege some of the land that they'd sieged in him.
Also, the war was still declared when I was protected.
Yeah, and they said my bad for that. It's they shouldn't have, but the war isn't against you. It was against Pictonia. The rules don't really... They're not in-depth enough. They're not a book enough to cover like every edge case, I'm afraid. But I did say that you don't have protection anymore, so...
Fair enough.
Sorry. Good luck. Oh well. Right. So we've got a Magnigration counterattack. Oh, and the war goal has been de-sieged. So maybe that is why the timer got reset. He needs to get on this war goal if he has a hope of winning this war. How many troops does he have left? He's only got 16,000 in the south. Has he gone to the north? He has. Where is proper troops? Because I only see one legion. Where are the rest of his troops? Have they been disbanded, perhaps? If we have a look for controlled armies and automated armies. Yeah, that's all he's got left. I think it is lights out now for Etruria. If he still had that big 70k stack, I would feel differently, but... 233 cohorts left. A lot of that looks like vassals. Oh, that is a shame. That's a shame. Macedon, firstly, fuck you. That's rude and uncalled for. Arverni is about to get wrecked as well. Pictonia doing so well against Menapia. Apparently Menapia had a rebellion against him. Or rather, something happened here. This was Menapian, but now it's been released and Menapia has attacked it. Which is very odd. But now we've just got Pictonia with... He's got a fairly decently sized army, but it's not enough, especially when you've got North Africa attacking you. It's not good. So Arvernia is... Oh god, there's the piece. That is a large chunk of territory lost. Oh man. So, Emporion grows significantly. Now Pictonia needs to put all of his effort into Menapia and win here convincingly, so that this loss is going to be covered by this gain. Like, that's what he has to do. Hopefully he's going to be able to. But I don't think I see a way out for Etruria now. I think it is going to be all over. He was so close to winning, but now with Macedon coming in, with all of Macedon's vassals, it's looking like lights out. He's lost his fleet. He's about to lose one of his last armies. His manpower is spent. His money is very close to drying up. And apparently Thrace is involved in this as well. If Thrace is actually sending troops, I'm going to be very unimpressed. At the moment we just see some boats. And Thrace is, it looks like, content to just be a participant rather than an active member of the war, which is good. But it's not looking good for Etruria. Babylon, are you still... You're still at peace. You own one of the Cilician gates, and the Antigonids own the other. Very interesting that he didn't decide to try and take both of those. And honestly, if I was Antigonid Empire, I would have taken Syria and not... Oh, sorry, yeah, I would have taken Syria and Syria Sistine, rather than this. This doesn't seem like a very smart move. And I also don't know why Kush is here. That's a bit weird to me, but... You know what, if you have the naval range to get over there, then I am fine with it. Boja, how's your rebellion coming along? Are you going to... Oh, you're not. So... It's looking like it's going to be a fairly big rebellion. If we have a look at his nation overview, we've got... This place is going to rebel. This place is going to rebel. That one. That one. That one. That one. Oh god, there's so many. There's so many that's going to rebel. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. So yeah, a lot of the gains that he's just made are going to be thrown away. And we might see Maurya taking advantage and attacking the rebelling provinces. That's personally what I would do. If I was Maurya, I'd be licking my lips seeing this red bar. I'd be looking at what areas are about to rebel and attacking them as soon as they do. You can make so many gains here. Emporion won't rebel anyway with that vassal bonus. True. Apparently Etrurian vassals are coming over to attack Emporion through here. That's quite rude, but necessary, I guess. Can't really control vassals. Looks like these are the last Etrurian death throes. How many men does he have left? He has bought... Are these more mercs? No, it's just the Legion. Well, I hope he had fun anyway in this fight. It doesn't look like he's got anything else left. This guy should probably not be on forced march if he's got no morale. This is going to be a good fight for him, though. In the hills. This guy's holding them up long enough, hopefully, for this fight to progress. Oh, but it's not enough. It is not enough. You have the tactic advantage, but the flanking going on is going to spell your death. Also, Macedon's got a really good army. How many military traditions have you taken? You mostly went down the center tree, giving you military colonies, light cav defense. You've got some morale of armies there. It's just a really solid army in general, I guess. And Etruria thrown back. Sad to see it. Sad to see it. So, let's have a look at Boja. They're 2 months away from an explosion. And I believe if you're standing here, you're going to get black flagged by the rebellion. So you might want to move. Unless this is your cult. It's not your culture. You're just going to get black flagged. 2 months' time. Are there any other wars that I want to check out? Cyrenaica's a war. Oh yeah, you joined in the gang. Fuck you too. Anyone who joined in on on Macedon's side, I'm not impressed with you. Not at all. This is ridiculous. Like this, I can understand Etruria trying to fight back, but Macedon jumping in is just showing that Magna Graecia was going to lose the war. Calamari, thank you very, very much for the Ninja Genie. Much appreciated, man. Thank you so much. Who will be able to challenge Macedon? They will take Italy and probs kill Magna Graecia later. Magna Graecia deserve it for organizing the big gank in the first place. So if Macedon do end up murdering Magna Graecia, I ain't gonna cry any tears whatsoever. And that's where I stand on that. These guys here joining in the ganks. Honestly, all of these Greek states and the North Africans as well. If they die, I ain't pushed by it. I am in support of the likes of Pictonia. I like Babylon. I like Egypt. And oh, that is a chunky rebellion. So if I was Maurya, I would be looking at attacking this, which would bring you to war with this, which would bring you to war with this. I would be looking to attack all of that. But Bozja has allied with Maurya. Maurya, you absolute fool. You absolute fool. What are you doing? He has shown what his goal is. By taking all of this from Alupa, he has shown that his goal is India. And you've allied him. Are you insane? What is wrong with you? I would not be surprised if Bharata Varsha is his eventual goal, and you stand in the way of that. So, I guess, good luck. But you could do him so much damage, and you're not, and it makes me sad. Let's have a look at Etruria. It's not looking good. 52,000. We've got the Magnagrations pushing up from the south with 129,000 of their own personal troops. But then he's also got the Numidians. He's also got the Mauritanians. It's just... And then from the north, there's 117,000. It is all over. It is only a matter of time before Rome falls. And I guess this is a race between the Allies and the Comintern. Who takes Rome first? Oh, God. Apart from these guys, the bad guys in this, and that wasn't the case in the other area. Alright, so, Pictonia. What's going on? You lost this fort, which allowed a horde of troops to come in and siege all of your interior. That shouldn't have happened. You need to hold the borders. This guy is now truce with Menapia, so this is going to be an easy land grab at some point. Hibernia. What is up with you? Why have you not formed Albion? You have not formed Albion because you're not a monarchy or a republic. Are you working on that? Tribal reform. Yes, you are. You're going for monarchism. What you need is 100 political influence. You can take this. This is not cancelling each other out. You need both of them. And then you need nothing. This is just, you just need this, and then you can go straight there. So basically, you're just waiting until you got political influence. You can take this, then you can take this. As soon as that's done, then you just declare absolute rule. You become a monarchy. You become Albion. He's going to be able to do that in this session, no problem whatsoever. I wonder, Menapia, you only got allies. So Pictonia, which we were already clicked on, Bastarnia would not accept peace. Frisia would not, Cheruskia would not. That's a shame. If they would have accepted peace, you could get rid of a lot of this shit out the back. But that's not going to be possible, unfortunately. So, a little battle there. You killed more than you lost, but you did retreat in the face of overwhelming numbers. You got another 27,000 here. You need to choose where you're going to attack, because it looks like Menapia might be able to turn it around. Your income is being really hampered by losing all of this land. The amount of war exhaustion is making your pops unhappy, which is also further reducing their production. Basically, their output is going very much down from being unhappy. So it is not a good idea to get your country sieged. For more reasons than one. Ostia has fallen. And it looks like they're going for Lavinium instead of going for Rome. I wonder why that is. You know what they could be doing? Hang on. Oh god, are you being cheeky? Your ruler is called Patibal Galid. Patibal Galid is the guy who is in control of this army. So what he is doing, which is super cheeky, is he's sieging Ostia, sacking it for the money, waiting until the fort in Rome desieges it. He's going to go in again, and he's going to take the money again. Sacking it for a fat chunk of cash every single time. That's rude. That is really cheeky. That's rough. So he's got 36 pops. It's now got 32 pops. He's going to get an event to say, oh, by the way, our ruler has just sacked a city. What do you want to do? He'll burn it to the ground, which is, oh man, that's rude. That is so horrible. But now he's going for Rome. We've got Emporion coming in as well. So you've just got a fat chunk of cash. Maybe someone else could have checked how much the cash growth there was. But that was a fat chunk of cash that he's just got. Purely because the fort is besieging this area. That's one of the issues you have. This doesn't look good for Etruria. He's getting quite a lot though. He's gonna lose. Oh man, look at the kills. That's crazy, the amount of damage he's doing. Calamari, thank you very much for the diamond. It hurts to watch Etruria. It does, I agree. I'm very much saddened by this. So, while Etruria is doing so much damage, he is being horribly flanked now, and he's going to lose. But he killed 30,000, while losing only 18,000 himself. So that was still a valuable attack. On another note, what happens if both factions only get to 50 war score? Then they can both take 25% war score deals. Otherwise, it's true you can just keep denying 100% of the time. But chances are, if you take half a country, you're probably going to be at 100 war score. From battles, sieges, it adds up. You don't need to get to... you don't need to occupy 99% of a country to get to 99% war score. That barely ever happens. Anyone else at war that is new? No. This is the only player war going on right now. And also this one. Let's go back to Pictonia. Are we seeing another counterattack? Another attempted siege up in the north. I don't think that is the most valuable fort to siege. I think this one is. This is not fortified. It used to be. This used to be a very well-placed fort. Where did the fort go? Because now the armies can just march straight through. This definitely used to be a fort. We've got Pictonians riding around the back. You'd do a lot more damage if you got rid of the... Oh, it's a retinue, so you can't really decide what it has. Well, I mean, you can. By going into, I think it's nation... No, it's government. He really should change this to be either... Full heavy cav is really powerful. Full light cav is also really powerful. One of the two is what I would suggest he does. Get rid of the archers. If you're only defending your own home territory, making it as fast as possible is the most valuable, I think, that you can do. So Rome is about to fall. There is a 29% chance that it falls. And the reason this says 0 is because I wouldn't call it a bug, but it's not counting, I believe, this commander impact +2. And that is why it thinks there is a 0% chance here, but it's actually 29% chance. So we'll see if it falls here. Quite possibly it will. And Emporion is the one in charge. Aristoniki Xenocratid is the one leading the siege, and we're going to go and check who the ruler is after we see the siege tick. Are you sieging it with your ruler? Ariadne Xenocratid? Oh, no you're not, because you're ruled by this lass here. Is it a brother, perhaps? No. Another attack coming in. The Etrurians will not be stopped. They want to... they're trying desperately to get rid of as many Numidians as possible. And the fact that they do so much damage to Numidians is a credit to them. The siege of Rome is relieved to put more hurt on the Etrurian army. That was unnecessary. That was very much unnecessary. You're going to win the battle anyway, especially with this extra 40 fucking elephants coming in to help. So yeah, the siege progress on Rome is reset for no reason whatsoever. That was bad play, in my opinion. So, yeah. Alright, so you don't want to click any of those. I think Pictonia is now the more interesting war. Now that Macedon have come in, this is now boring. This is on a knife edge. So I think this is where I want to really be focusing. It would be so good for Pictonia if he managed to get these guys pieced out. He's just, unfortunately, just not there yet. And it's really sad. Hey, Rivex, did you want to chat?
Yeah, I just want to know if I could see Ancona.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So, Ancona would have been protected this session if he was not a vassal. But as a vassal, I mean, this is your protection right here. And, yeah, it's... You can siege it, basically. Alright. What is left in the tank for Etruria? How many men does Etruria have left? 109 cohorts? Which is still, it's a fair chunk of dudes. But if we look, Macedon, 493. And then from Magna Graecia's perspective, a further 554. So the odds are insurmountable at this point. I think it was only a matter of time before the infinite manpower of Numidia was going to grind down the Etrurians. But at the same time, it does really suck that he wasn't able to enforce a peace before Macedon managed to get in. That's unfortunate. Let's be fair. So, Pictonia. Oh, he's been thrown back from the fort again. That's rough. He needs to hold this. He needs to hold this and build a fort as long as it takes. Doesn't matter. As soon as you do that, then you clean up this. You get your country in order, you counterattack against Menapia, and you win. That's the play. Unfortunately, Arverni is just not able to take part, purely because they pieced him out at the end of last session. How close are you now? You still got to get the political influence up. I wonder if he knows that he can influence a character. I guess not. If he influences a character, say for example... have you got any really good ones? I'd say this one's probably the best one. So, if he influenced this character, he would get, at the end of it, what's that? 15 plus 14, that's 29. He'd get 29 political influence if he was to influence this character. And that would certainly help out a lot. It does tank your popularity by 30, which is painful. But I believe... Is it one of these that you need to have... I think it's actually this one that you need to have. I think it's 80 popularity to click this button, but it doesn't matter. He's already done it, so it doesn't matter. So, if he was smart, or if he... Not if he was smart. If he knew what he was doing, if he knew about this mechanic, let's be the most fair that we can be, he would influence this character, get himself the political influence, and, yeah, he'd form Albion pretty quickly. Etruria. Rome has fallen. Rome burns. Down to 121 pops now. And it is all over for Etruria. How many troops does he have left? 0. 0 troops. So I guess it is just waiting until they send peace offers. Funny thing is, Macedon are the ones that are winning the most. They've got 59 war score, 61 war score to Etruria, Magna Graecia's 32. So it's all a bit of a race to get the provincial capitals now. Because that really decides on who takes what. Take the provincial capitals, take the richest land that you can. What Magna Graecia has going from is the richest land for Etruria is the land that he is currently the one in control of. This up here is nowhere near as valuable as south of whatever this mountain range is called. You know, south of Tuscany. This is the heartland. This is nice, but I like this better.